Hi guys, welcome to History for Theater. Now we will start studying arts lesson. In this art lesson, we will study just few characteristics of different artistic styles. During the lessons in class, I will provide you different pictures of buildings, sculptures or paintings, and you will have to identify each style, just taking into account the characteristics you have already written at home. Last year, you studied from 15th till 17th century, art from 15th till 17th century. So this year we are resuming these lessons since the 18th century. We will resume from Baroque paintings because you studied already architecture and sculpture Baroque period, right?
Do you remember Baroque style?
As you know, Baroque style was originated in Italy at the beginning of the 17th century. It is a style aimed to show wealth and power. All available space is filled with action, detail and movement. Baroque pieces of art are full of ornaments. If we focus on painting, we must talk about dramatic action. The painter expresses this action through crucial moments of the represented story, gestures, and the use of angles for a spectator's view of the scene. We will see diagonal lines and triangular lines to express this movement, this action. Baroque style uses one technique, the chiaroscuro. Chiaroscuro is based on strong contrasts of light and darkness. Most important painters in this period were Caravaggio, Rubens, Velázquez, Rembrandt, Brunelleschi, Bernini. Let's have a look at some examples. In this painting, we can see the diagonal lines that give us this feeling of action and movement. You can see these triangular lines made by the Holofernes body and the dramatic action expressed by the beheaded Daniel. Here we can see chiaroscuro technique expressed there, contrast of light and darkness, and this triangular composition that expresses this action. Rococo style was developed between 1700 and 1780. It's a style aimed to portray the carefree lifestyle of aristocracy. Just enjoying life, working nothing. Because of that, main goals of this style is the interior designs and decorative arts. Main characteristics are elaborate ornamentation, symmetrical values, pastel colors, and curved and serpentine lines. Main themes of Rococo style were love, classical myths, youth, and playfulness. Let's have a look at some examples of Rococo architecture, sculpture, and painting. Regarding Rococo architecture, main characteristics are pure and simple features on the outside and heavy ornamentation in the interior. Regarding Rococo sculpture, main characteristics are light themes, sculptures made of porcelain, and complex compositions. And if we talk about Rococo painting, main characteristics are pleasure and enjoyment themes, pastel colors, curved or serpentine lines, and importance of the landscape. Neoclassicism is a style influenced by the discoveries of the archaeological sites in Greece and Rome. Main characteristics are heroic themes from classical history, simple lines, and balance. Let's focus now on architecture. Architecture characteristics are mainly the classical Greek and classical Roman architecture characteristics. Classical orders, use of classical orders for columns in these buildings. Monumental level, structures made at large scale. New materials like cement, concrete or steel. Renaissance style domes, and facades flat with long freestanding columns and triangular pediments. Neoclassical sculpture is unemotional, heroic, and more restrained than the Baroque sculptor. Painting is characterized by subjects from classical literature and history, somber colors, and occasional brilliant highlights. The Romantic style, Romanticism, is focused on expression and feelings. And as you perfectly know, feelings are sometimes contradictory. So we will find opposed characteristics in the pieces of art. On one hand, we will find drama, struggle, and emotion. And on the other hand, we'll find calm, order, and sense of purpose. Usual themes considered suitable to express feelings, these romantic feelings, were nature, exotic settings, history, and myths. And now, before starting the Industrial Revolution and its influence on arts, let's have a look on one of the most important Spanish painters, Francisco de Goya y Lucientes. Goya mastered different artistic styles: Rococo, Neoclassicism, and of course Romanticism. We should focus a bit on Goya's work. So I'd like you to make a very short presentation about his work. This presentation is to be corrected after Christmas. So take notes, because you must film yourself. It's a video, so I need you to film yourself explaining 3 important points. One is a very short biography of Goya. Second one will be the evolution of Goya's style, the artistic style, and a brief explanation about one of Goya's work, one of Goya's paintings. Just the one you prefer. The Industrial Revolution, as you perfectly know, had a great influence on lives, and of course on arts too. The new century
20th
brought the artist's desire to abandon the classical styles of the 19th century. The new art, Art Nouveau,
Arte Nueva,
was influenced by the Japanese woodblock prints. They were floral and full of bulbous forms and whiplash curves. So this Art Nouveau was characterized by geometric forms, squares and rectangles, and forms resembling the stems and blossoms of plants. Realism is an artistic style created in France, and its aim to express the consequences of the capitalism and the over-exploitation of the workers. The art's point of view, of course. As a result, themes on the realism are the ordinary people's stories and the class struggle between the working class and the upper class. Last styles we are studying are the isms: Impressionism, Pointillism, and Post-Impressionism. For the Impressionist painters, light was the creative principle. Light changes and so does the subject. The artists express not the emotion, but the observation, the moments of transformation. Pointillism was created based on small dots of color. It relies on the eye of the viewer to mix the colors optically and then to create the characters or landscapes, objects, whatever. Post-Impressionism was an art made by individual artists, mixing everything. So we will find a great variety of styles, individual styles.